Hi all, Jody Corrington, your Chalk Couture independent designer here again with another video, another how-to video. I had been asked to do wall art, and so this is going to be my take on it today. Hopefully this video will not be as long as the previous one. I've gone ahead and done some of the prep work, went ahead and waxed the board, and actually this is a pizza paddle. It has a niftier name, can't remember what it is. Anyway, I went ahead and waxed it, and I used a tinted wax so that I didn't need to stain it. It was a very, very light natural color. And since I was going to have to wax it anyway, I figured I could wax it and stain it in one fell swoop. I went ahead and laid out my transfers the way I want them. I fuzzed them, I put them on, so we are good to go. And hopefully I am getting better on my editing skills, and we will make this not quite as long. So this one, as you can see, pantry is open 24/7. And colors that I've decided on today are teal because it's my favorite. One of two favorites, as you can tell. Pesto for the leaves. Have a little bit of black, some silver shimmer. If you watched yesterday's, if you made it through, you know I like shimmer, so we have to put a little bit in for the fork. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm actually going to start from here so that I'm not leaning across where I've already inked. And I'm trying an experiment because it's what I do, but I know I'm going to put this in straight teal and this is going to be in black. And I didn't want this completely in teal, so I'm going to try doing a little bit of an ombre kind of thing, and we'll see how it works out. What do you think? If you feel like it, tell me what your favorite colors are. I had been asked by a few people to show some wall art, so this was my take for the kitchen. So this is the teal, and I'm mixing it up to make sure we get to sort of a yogurt cake batter. I love how it's all about food. Okay, so I'm going to put, it really doesn't take all that much, but because I'm me, because I'm the way I am. And this is one I added a little bit of white to. I don't know that there'll be a huge difference, but we'll see. So I'm going to do that just up here and show you, if you want to blend multiple colors, how you can do that. All right, so first I'm going to start with the darker teal. I guess you're going to get a really good shot of my arms, my hands, and my tattoos, which is fine with me. And again, we're just lightly spreading it across, and the excess we can put back, if I don't drop it, we can put back in the jar. And then I'm going to need the teal again, so I don't want to use that same squeegee. So here's the little bit lighter. Oh, good, it is. Here's the lighter one. And I'll show you what we're going to do. I'm going to get it right up next, right up close and personal, right up next to the darker color. Oh, I made a lot of this. I might have to do something else that I don't film with teal. Get the excess off because I put way too much on there. Then I'm going to take my finger and just sort of run these guys together here. Now I've seen this, it makes beautiful signs where they've done two contrasting colors, and it's just beautiful. So, ooh, my hand's a mess. And then I will wipe the excess off again, and then we'll do a peel and reveal and see how we did. I should just bring the whole thing over here. All right. So let's see, how'd we do? And you have to pick it up in a corner, but you want to actually pull from the center so that you don't stretch your transfer. What do you think? I kind of like that. And I have put my transfer in water. I kind of like the way that looks. All right, then I don't have a lot of danger of running into that, so I'm going to let it dry by itself for a while. Put this where it'll be nice and safe. Cover that up for a little bit so it doesn't dry out. We'll do our little leaves. Again, this is called pesto. Stir it up because I had prepared it a little bit ago. If you leave the lid off, it will dry up a little bit. Or if you just let them sit. You know, I hadn't been down here doing this enough, so I'm having to redo some of mine. I'm only going to put it on one leaf at a time so that one doesn't dry while I'm doing the other. Again, just nice little strokes. Take off the excess, put it back in your jar, peel and reveal. And there's our little leaf. And the transfer goes into a little bucket of water. And now we can do the other one. That's, I'm sure, too much, and that's okay. If I were left-handed, you probably, or if I could do this with both hands. I've done enough experimenting for today. You don't want to see that. Okay. There's that one. And we peel and reveal, and there it is. It's pretty cute. See how easy this is? I don't think I made it look this easy yesterday, but it really is. So I'm going to close this up because I don't need it anymore, and I really don't want it to dry out. So we're going to go ahead and close that out. All right, next up, my favorite, well, it's not my favorite, but my favorite type, the shimmer silver. And we're going to put a little spritz in there. Distilled water. Keep the natural ingredients natural. Let's not introduce anything in there we don't want. That should be okay. This isn't going to take a whole lot either. You say either or either? Is it regional or family? No idea. Okay. We'll spread some of this on here. That should be enough. We'll see. I'm going to use a medium squeegee for this. Oh, and you can hear the dogs. There must be something very exciting going on outside. I don't know why, but they are afraid to come down here. They will not come down the steps to the basement, which to me is kind of funny because one of the dogs is my shadow, is with me all the time. So I find it funny that she doesn't want to come down here. All my animals are rescues. Y'all have animals? Y'all. All right, that should be, well, let me get right down here. After I saw last night's video, I noticed that the light sometimes makes it look like I have covered a spot, and I have not. All right, we'll do our peel and reveal. And there's our shiny fork. You know, because we have the good items out. Now I'm going to go ahead and dry at least the fork since I'm coming up here and going to do it in 2 sections. So here's the exciting part, folks. And that should be good enough. I know that was the most exciting part for you, wasn't it? Yeah, I know. All right, I'm going to close this up. A little stir sticky away. All right, now this part, because it is all on one transfer, but I'm doing a couple colors, not in that technique, but in a different, let me move this down a little bit, so hopefully you can see it a little better. Okay. I will show you how you can do a couple colors without having to completely remove the transfer, but just remove a portion of it. See, that was so much confidence. All right, so I just want this little part down here in black. For some reason, I don't know why, my black is always the thickest one. And I don't know that that's always the case, but mine is. All right, so I want to be a little careful. And again, I just want to cover lightly the silk screen portion, easy for me to say. Get this one little part. Put this back. I didn't get it at all. All right, then we're going to pull off the excess. And now I can't leave that on while I do this part, or it will stick because it'll dry in the silk screen. So what you do is you go ahead and pull that portion up. And you want to kind of hold this up. I don't want the black on that silk screen. Let's see if I can reach my dryer. And then you dry it. You don't want to heat your silk screen, and I have done it, but it'll stretch it. That should be enough. And now I can just lay it back down. I'm not going to press it down. I'm just going to lay it back down. But I am going to make sure that the part I'm doing next is pressed down well. And that's how you do it. Let me just make sure that this is squeegeed down well. Well, that was a lot of pressure, I guess. Okay. Now we're ready to do the teal. My teal squeegee over here. And we'll just put some out here. Should be enough, should be plenty. And I just want to make sure I stay out of the black. And again, we just slide it across. A little bit of pressure, not too much. This wood is so well finished. If you're doing things on wood that you cut or someone has cut for you, or it's pretty raw, if you will, it will help you if you sand it first, because the more even it is, the better coverage you're going to get. That little spot, if you, oh, I got a little over here. I can fix that. And I will show you how. All right. Put that back in the jar. Cover the jar back up. And peel and reveal. And there we go. What do you think? And I'll show you, if you do a little schmutz, how's that for a nice Yiddish word? You can just go in, you can use a, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. You can use a Q-tip, you can use one of our little tools. It was still very wet, so it didn't want to come off that way. I'll just use a little towel. And if some of the stain from the wax has come off, that's not a problem, because I can just put that back on. Okay. What do you think? I have not yet decided if I wanted to put this up here. I think it would be kind of cute though. But I also like having their emblem on there. Just gonna dry it a little bit. All right, that is it. Look how simple that was. And here, hopefully it's not too much glare. That looked like a lot of glare to me. Let me turn this down and see if we can help that. There is our item. Pantry open 24/7. The good stuff's in here. I may decide to put a little bow on it. You'll get another picture after I redo the stain on there and when I decide what I'm going to do with that. It's really cute. I just don't know if I want it or not. Anyway, if you're interested in the products, go ahead and go to my link to shop around. You know, just go up to shop. It doesn't mean that you have to, but go up to shop and look through the products and you can see some samples in there. I think it's going to take you to the Chalk Couture Club page, which it's, I believe, $19.99 a month, but it's a monthly subscription and you get a transfer and you get the paste to help you do the transfer. And right now during this month, there's a special that you can also get any of the past Club Couture transfers for 50% off, and that's a bargain. And let me tell you, I get the transfer as a designer. I don't get it free, but I'm not actually a member of Club Couture. And so I cannot shop those 50% off items. So you get something that I do not. So I thank you again for watching. I'll have a little other information in the post, and happy shopping. Not just with me, with all the vendors. They're very good. Thank you.